Hello, my sisters and brothers. I'm so happy to be here with you today. I'm Mindy Arbuckle, and we are going to start to talk today about how to roll with the changes that are in this ever-changing environment. The whole world changed so rapidly with the coronavirus, and it's giving us an opportunity to look at the things in our lives that are working and the things that are in our lives that aren't working. And there are so many things that we can look at. We can look at the things that we're afraid of, like homeschooling our kids, being with them 100% of the time, every day, all day. There's also stuff like, well, what happens if my furloughed job becomes a permanent thing where I don't have a job anymore? What happens if, I'm just not working at all. I'm self-employed and I'm not working. I don't have any opportunities right now. You can look at all the things that are fearful and that you're afraid of and that are keeping you limited, or you, in this very moment, have the power within you already to make a gigantic difference, to change the way that you're focusing on this experience and really step into your fullness. And that's what we want to talk about today, is how do you get past the fear and the limitations and the things like, well, shit, I should be doing more, but why am I not? The procrastination that we're going through. And we can really, truly make a gigantic difference in our lives and in the people that we serve. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is presence. Presence is where it's all at. If you are worrying about not working, you're worrying about the things that are happening in the future. Oh, I'm not going to have enough money. Like if you're just focusing on all the outward things, so many people are dying from coronavirus. This is why me? Why is it so hard? Why does life have to be like this? Woe is me. It's so hard. It's unfair. You're focusing somewhere entirely different than the here and now. And there's nothing you can do about all those things. There is absolutely nothing you can do about how the government is responding to the coronavirus. There's zero things that you can do about the coronavirus in itself. Can you protect yourself? Absolutely. Can you pray for the people who've been affected by it? Absolutely. There's certain things that you can do within yourself, but you can't change that the coronavirus is here. You can't change a lot of the world. And so how do you face this uncertainty? You do it with presence. And how do you get present? You just breathe. You breathe right here, right now. Take a really deep breath. Do it with me. Yeah. You just start with a breath. You go, oh, look at you, sweet mind. You are going crazy. You are way out there in left field. And I need to be right here because this is the only place I can make a difference. And so you get back to yourself right here in this moment. If you're worried about the things that have happened in the past, the same thing is true as about being too far in the future. Bring yourself back to this moment. You can't change anything that's brought you to this moment. If you feel like you could have done something better, you could have done something to hold on to your job and not get furloughed. If there's something like that, you can't change it. You are in the experience you are in. So instead of facing it with fear, we want to face it with love. Yeah. All the opportunities that are out there in order to react to whatever's going on, it's either fear or it's love. There are many manifestations of fear and love, but that really, in a nutshell, comes down to two things: fear and love. And do you want to be controlled by fear, which constricts us, it contracts us, it makes us go into our shells and feel disempowered and powerless and like we have no control over anything, and it makes you just want to shut down? Or you can focus on love, which is expansive in nature, open in nature. It sees the opportunities and it's willing to adapt to all the changes that are going on in this world. That's what we want to be able to focus on. And the only way we can focus on love is if we are here in this present moment. Yeah? All right, now, second thing that we want to focus on after we've gotten ourselves present is, what is our purpose? What is our soul's deepest desire, our heart's desire to serve in this world? How are we supposed to be making a difference? And if you are in a state of contraction through fear, then you're going to feel really disconnected from that purpose, and you're going to feel like, I don't know what to do. I got no opportunities here. I've got all I see is roadblocks. And yeah, there are a lot of roadblocks. There are a lot of hurdles and challenges in our world today, like in this moment. I mean, every moment there's always challenges, but there seem to be extra challenges right now just because of the state of the world with coronavirus. And you can either focus on the 19 things that are in your way, or you can look for that one thing, that one glimmer of light and love that is your way out. You can focus on that thing that's calling you, that is your path to success, or focus on the 19 things that are in your way. That's your choice. You have a choice to focus on anything you want to. And the mind is really tricky. It loves to keep you out of the present moment so it can keep you in a state of fear. Yeah, because can anybody relate to that? Fear is the thing that really restricts us, and our mind is the vehicle that carries our fear. Our bodies feel it, of course, as well, but this mind is what we're going to talk about today. There's a couple fun things you can do. If you feel it in your body, you can just get expansive and really stretch everything open and out. And that feels fantastic, because when we're in a collapsed state of fear, this is what we look like. Can you imagine yourself on the couch, on the sofa, feeling like there's no hope, there's nothing you can do? Yeah, I've been there. Who hasn't been there? All right, but how do you get out of that? Move, open, get outside. The last couple of days here in Colorado have been real snowy and wet, but I saw people walking outside. I took the composting stuff outside just because I really needed to get outside for a few minutes yesterday. I did it in the snow and in the rain, and it didn't matter. If it's sunny and beautiful, there is no reason that you shouldn't be outside. Go take a short walk. Just go to your backyard, to your balcony, wherever you are. Get outside so that you can feel who you are. And that helps you tap back into your purpose. Again, what is your heart's highest desire? How are you supposed to serve in this world? And if you're part of this group, you know that there is a higher purpose for you, that there's something deep within you calling you to serve, calling you to share your light and your love and your wisdom. And everything that you have been through up until this moment has been strengthening your muscles of courage, which is the next thing, is that when you are really aligned with your purpose, when you know who you're serving, you know your tribe, you are there to help them get through the struggles that you've already been through, well, then you have the ability to step into courage and to notice that there's fear. Yeah, it's there. And to do it anyways. Courage is an act of love. Courage allows us to do things that we didn't think were capable 5 minutes ago, a year ago. Has anybody ever done this where they found themselves in a situation where the challenges were vast, and yet you took courage, you stepped forward, you did what you knew had to be done? Just take a moment to think about that. When was the last time that your courage was called upon? It can be something as simple as, getting up in the middle of the night with a crying baby. It can be when you had to take a driver's test or your MCATs or, whatever kind of test or exam that you had to step into so that you could move to the next level. Driver's license, for goodness sake. Can you remember the day that you had to take your driver's test? That was a moment of courage. There are other moments where something happens in your job or your company where it's 100% out of your control, and you have to face that challenge, and you have to face it with love or with fear. And I bet you chose love. I bet you chose courage, because I know you. You are stronger than you know. And it's only when we have these challenging times that we recognize how strong we really are. I heard this guy talking this morning, and he said the Navy SEALs told him that when you think you are at your limit, you have 20 times more capacity than that. Just think about that. If you feel like you're at your edge, you're at your limit right now, you actually have 20 times that limit. 20 times. That's freaking amazing. Can you imagine what you would do if you tapped into one of those? 2 times your capacity that you think you have right now. The only thing that limits us is our mind and our mindset. You will only go as far as you think you can. So start to think big. Start to see this terrible situation of coronavirus as an opportunity. I know there's a lot of people out there who are not working right now, and it's because they've been furloughed, they've been laid off. Maybe you are an entrepreneur and you're on your own and there's just no work out there, or the government has shut down your business. Okay, yeah, that sucks. That really freaking sucks. But now you have some space and time to get present, to get centered into who you are and what your heart deeply desires to do. And when you can tap into that, then you can start to see through these challenges to the opportunities, because with challenge comes the greatest opportunity. All right. Think about just a time when you would have never done something. Like, think about the mother who can pull a car off of a baby because they know themselves that's their thing. They have to save that child. And if they would have just thought about that an hour before the event happened, then they would have said, no, there's no way I could do that. The solution already exists. Whatever you're facing, the solution is already there. It is by getting present and getting tapped into our purpose, our divine purpose for being here, that we start to really understand what it is that we need to do, and to take courage and to step forward with action. So this is the 4th thing today. We start with getting present. The next thing is really finding our purpose. Tap into who you are and why you're here, who you are serving, and then take courage. Goodness, it takes courage and heart to do these things. All right. It takes resilience to see that you failed 100 times and to keep going. Yeah. I have failed more times than I can count on all 10 of my fingers and toes. I failed so many times, but I never gave up. I considered it. And then I realized that was fear talking. And I chose to embrace my love and my light, and to be able to really step forward into my fullness, because each one of us is here for a God-given purpose. And I know you know yours. It might be hidden deep within you, but I know you know it. And I know that you want to fulfill that. And when you tap into that and you start really courageously moving into your highest purpose, your job is going to get better. You might change jobs and find the freaking best thing ever. You might take your entrepreneurship to the next level and do things that you didn't even imagine that you could even do. All right. You have so much within you that all you have to do is know your purpose. Be courageous in what you're doing and who you're helping and who you're serving, because when you serve people that are in your tribe, they need you. And it feels so good, and you feel more tapped into your purpose, and you know why you're here, and you just want to stay in this rhythm of helping people. You have been through so much, and people need to know you and what you've been through. They need you to guide them. And that can happen in so many ways. So many people in this beautiful community are yogis. There's people that are professionals who are in the corporate environment. It doesn't matter what your profession. We need you to step into your fullness. And we do that with inspired, intelligent, and incessant action. All right. So we get intelligent with what we're doing. Start with the easy things. Like, if you feel completely stuck in who you are at this moment in time, or you're stuck in your job, or you're stuck that you're an entrepreneur and you don't have any clients right now, take the easy step. What's the most obvious, intelligent thing that you can do today? Yeah. Start with one thing. And if that works, awesome. Keep going at it. If it doesn't work, awesome. Find the next thing. All right. Keep persevering with your courage. You can fail 100 times, but keep going anyways. You know your purpose. You've got to stay aligned with that. All right. Incessant action. Keep it going. That's what I'm talking about. Just keep this action going. When you are driven by your heart's deepest desire, your actions will eventually come through into the wins that you're looking for, the success that you're looking for the tapped in nature of your true spirit. Yeah. And then take inspired action. Once you are there taking intelligent and incessant action, now inspire it, right? Take it to the next level. See what you're not seeing yet. Like I said, all the solutions, they're already present. They're already there. We just haven't found them yet because we haven't been open enough to see them. But we are there. And this is an amazing time for opportunity. You can be so much more. And because you're here and you're watching this, that means that you are ready. You are ready to take on your life and jump it to the next level and the next and the next, and to really embody your divine presence. You are here for a purpose. And I know that you, out of anyone in this world, are going to be able to do what you want to do because you are here in this moment. You know what's driving you forward. You know your soul's purpose. Even if you think you don't know it, you know it. You are courageous. Geez. Whew. I can't tell you how many times I've had to be courageous. All right. Like just last year. Was it just last year? Good gracious, it was just last year. My yoga studio flooded from above because of contractors who didn't seal it up before a giant storm. It totally destroyed my yoga studio. Like that, it was gone. And what did I do? Well, first I dropped to my knees and said, "Oh, dear Lord, what are you doing to me?" And then I breathed. I got into the present moment. I gathered my strength and my courage, and I knew what I had to do. I had to guide my community through this muck, through this shit, and do it with my whole heart as my guide. And you know that there are people right now who are being ignored. Who, yes, the coronavirus is really, really hard on our world right now, but there are other people out there who need you, who are being ignored right now. There are people out there that we're not focusing on. Think about how many people are dying from just the regular flu or heart disease or obesity. Think about the other people who you can really serve right now. Not just those that are dying, but those who are feeling empty on the inside. Your colleagues need you to brighten their day, right? It doesn't matter how big our impact or how small our impact. You are bright, brilliant, shining light, and you are going to change your world. And all of us together, all of us together doing this good work, that, my dear friends, is going to make a difference. That's going to be an amazing thing to watch as this coronavirus ebbs, hopefully, and it doesn't flow anymore. But as this ebbs, watch what our society does. Do we go back or do we step forward? Some of our society is going to step back into their normal routines, and they're going to feel that sense of weight and heaviness and emptiness that something's wrong. But you, my sister, you, my brother, you are not going to do that. We are light warriors. We are light bearers of love, resourceful. We are going to get through this, and we're going to inspire our communities, our tribes to do more, to be more, to show up and know that we were born for this. We were absolutely born for this. Yeah. Okay. I hope you all feel a little bit more inspired. Remember, presence, know your purpose, get courageous in what you're doing, and then take intelligent, incessant, and inspired action. All right. Now, if you want to make this stick, I hope you feel really inspired right now, but if you want to make it stick, then we need to implant this in our consciousness a little bit more. Otherwise, it's going to be gone by the end of the day. This inspiration will feel like it's just faded. So I want you to take a few moments just to write down one or two things that really made a difference for you. What was something that you're going to take away from this? You might even do sticky notes about it on your computer or on your nightstand or wherever it is. But write down a couple of things that you can take from this chat and move forward with it. What are you going to do to make this be inspired action today? I love you guys. I can't wait to talk to you again. We've got another great live coming up on Monday at 1:00. I'll see you then. Bye, Melissa. Glad it worked out well for you. So glad you were here.